This morning for you on Daybreak, stimulus checks from the government are being sent out this week, starting to. Some families, though, may not be receiving their expected amount, so we'll explain.
We'll also tell you how, Girl Scouts of the Missouri Heartland are staying connected.
Also, some details on a house fire that happened last night here in Springfield. We'll have a story on that and more coming up this hour for you on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Tuesday, April 14th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano, as we have a lot to get to over the course of this next hour, including the bitter start to your morning. If you got to go out and walk the dog or doing something this morning, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out there again, right, Elisa?
Yeah, you'll need jackets, maybe gloves out there this morning. And if you're in northern Arkansas, you're going to shuffle through some light snow.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you got some pictures of that. And I know it's April. It's not that outlandish in Missouri to see or not see snow, but I'm tired of it.
The Weather Service in Little Rock actually tweeted out that some of their latest snow reports are in May.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, not totally out of the question for April.
I can't do it, though. Me personally, I can't do it, is what I mean by that.
All right. What other conditions are we waking up to today?
It's cold out there. We've got that freeze warning that goes until 9 o'clock this morning for most of our Missouri counties and northern Arkansas, where we're finding those temperatures in the low to middle 30s. We've got a few clouds out in Springfield right now with that temperature at 35 degrees. We are finding some of those light snow returns to the south and southwest, not finding any road impacts because the ground temperatures are way too warm, but some light snow showers possible from Harrison up to Branson, Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Neosho. Some of this wasn't even reaching the ground last night because the air mass is a little bit dry, so pretty light and not impactful. 34 degrees at Lake of the Ozarks right now, 34 in Fort Leonard, and 38 degrees to start in West Plains. Some of us may have some of those wet roads this morning, but most of us starting out dry, and we'll have some dry roads through the rest of the afternoon. A little bit cold to take your work from home out to the patio. Temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s again with some clouds. You could do it. You'll just need a jacket. Chilly again today. A slow warm up in the 7-day with a couple of rain chances. Details on that coming up in 10 minutes.
And now an update from Color 10 News on the coronavirus.
Here in the U.S., there are currently about 582,000 cases and more than 23,600 deaths. In Missouri, there are 4,400 positive cases and 114 deaths. Meanwhile, the state of Arkansas is reporting just over 1,400 cases of coronavirus and 29 deaths. The Webster County Health Unit has announced the county's 5th laboratory-confirmed positive case of COVID-19. The county says the case represents community spread from here in Greene County and is a relative of another confirmed case. This person was already in quarantine and will continue to stay there until medically cleared.
In Greene County, 37 residents have recovered from COVID-19. Springfield Greene County Health Director Clay Goddard tweeted that info yesterday, along with saying that, quote, encouraging numbers give us hope, but we must stay the course.
During this pandemic, if you're laid off, unable to pay rent, or struggling financially, you should get some relief within the next couple of weeks.
That's right. Some people are already receiving their stimulus payments thanks to the federal government.
As some may not be getting the full amount, though. According to the IRS, Treasury, and U.S. Health and Human Services Office of Child Support Enforcement, the Treasury Offset Program allows overdue child support as a collectible offset for federal emergency funds like these stimulus checks.
The deduction would take place if the state informed the federal government of failure to pay on schedule, and federal income tax returns are automatically applied to past due accounts to offset. We reached out to the IRS to confirm that overdue child support will be taken out of the upcoming stimulus checks, but as of now, we did not get a response back.
However, according to the IRS website, spouses of people who owe child support will also have to help pay using their stimulus checks. Some people in Springfield who owe child support or who have spouses that do say this is unfair.
This is basically the equivalent of having your emergency rations given to somebody else because you owe them.
I think it should be strictly used for the pandemic and not used for any other type of debt that was owed in the past.
Also, remember this week you'll likely be able to track your stimulus check. The Treasury Department and IRS say that tracking tool should go live tomorrow. With it, you'll be able to see the status of your payment by entering your social security number, date of birth, and mailing address. You can also add your bank account information there if it's not already on file.
Girl Scouts of the Missouri Heartland have created a new way for members to stay connected during the stay-at-home order. And this morning, Nigel McDonald joins us to tell us how.
Well, good morning, Joe. Through Girl Scouts at Home, all girls, whether they're registered Girl Scouts or not, now have access to the group's online activities as a way to stay inspired and engaged even at home.
Kelsey Connor of Girl Scouts says it was important for the group to find a way to keep girls connected.
We want to see a world where we are continuously building girls of courage, confidence, and character.
Prompting the creation of Girl Scouts at Home, which Connor says offers all girls an opportunity to engage in activities.
We have our online badge work, so that would include badges from our daisies to our ambassadors, so that's kindergarten to 12th grade.
The Girl Scouts virtual programming also rolls out this week.
A third kind of part of that is our Professor Penny Presents programming, which will be Facebook Lives geared around our STEM programming, so science, technology, engineering, and math.
Connor says the organization is also working on an online segment called Girl Talks.
We're trying to create them like TED Talks, where we have women from the community of all different careers come in and just talk about their career, give us some of their background, and just to provide some really inspirational content right now through that.
She says Girl Scouts understands it can be a challenging time for families.
It can feel a little dark, and so we just wanted to make sure that all girls had access to this program because it is really important.
Connor says troop meetings have also been transitioned to online platforms.
Our leaders have just been so great at picking up right where we left off before the stay-at-home order was issued. So I think it's been a really great response.
Well, the Girl Scout experience includes activities on STEM, outdoors, life skills, and entrepreneurship.
Great to look into that. Thank you so much, Nigel. To a developing story now, as a person was injured in a house fire in Northwest Springfield in the 700 block of North Warren Avenue last night. It started at about 8:45. That person got out and wasn't seriously hurt, just had some minor injuries. The flames, though, caused heavy damage inside the home. We're continuing to look for more details as we move on this Tuesday morning.
And we're starting out with some dry roads in Springfield this morning, some cold temperatures in the 30s, and we are finding some light snow returns on radar to the south and west of Springfield. I've got some pictures and snow reports to show you that. We'll do that coming up right after the break.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.